person get the grenade to give up here.
Beast.
You going guard swap, lol. Not confident in your walls, big boy?
Is Lucario balanced?
We need a...
I don't
Yeah,
have the
there's
shield.
beast.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how do we die?
I don't know.
Because they're two...
I'm here.
Are just hitting
here.
R2.
Dead. I don't have Unite anymore. He's dead. Bye. I will win. Dude, I try to get it. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just a 50-50 toss-up though. Like whoever have last take damage, you know. Yeah. It's easy, bro. Easy.
Wait, hold on. Let's how many win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, exactly. How many games do we win?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 and 1. With 15 and 1 with the cargo.
With 15-1?
The only game we lost is because I went power punch instead of extreme.
Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you two different Lucario builds, one for solo queue and one for 5-man team. So I've recently started practicing extreme speed Lucario and have quite a bit of success on it. I think Lucario is a great Pokemon for rank because of its consistent burst damage and strong laning phase. However, Lucario requires a lot of practice, it's not a Pokemon you can just pick up on the fly and play well on it. But if you put in the time to learn Lucario, you will be rewarded. That being said, let's get started with the build. So let's talk about the two abilities that makes Lucario a carry. First, it's Extreme Speed, which is unlocked at level 5. This ability dashes forward, damaging all enemies along the path and heals Lucario for each enemy's hit. I will further go over the mechanics of Extreme Speed in a couple minutes. All you have to know for now is Extreme Speed is what makes Lucario into a true carry. Next, it's the Bone Rush. This ability is unlocked at level 7 and offers a bit of damage, crowd control, and escape. It combos with Extreme Speed almost perfectly, which I will go over in a bit. Extreme Speed and Bone Rush is the skill set that I use every game, whether it's for solo queue or for 5-man pre-made. Alright, now let's talk about Extreme Speed and Bone Rush and how to use them in conjunction. So first off, Extreme Speed allows Lucario to dash forward, dealing damage to all enemies along its path and heals Lucario per enemy's hit. Right? Do take note of the blue aura under the enemy. Whenever you hit an enemy with this blue aura, Extreme Speed will be resetted, but just know that you can only use it once per enemy and the cooldown per enemy is 10 seconds. Alright, a bonus feature with Extreme Speed is that you can use a basic attack at the end of Extreme Speed to attack all enemies hit. Do note that this basic attack can activate Muscle Band, Razor Claw, and it can critically strike so you can get a lot of damage at the end of it. Now Extreme Speed can activate on all enemies with the aura. As long as you're hitting an enemy with the blue aura underneath them, you should be able to reset your Extreme Speed an infinite amount of times until all the auras are gone. Alright, if you are having trouble hitting your Extreme Speed, then definitely consider turning on Aim Assist as it will greatly help you in landing every single Extreme Speed. Here's what it feels like when you use Aim Assist. So when your indicator gets close to the target, it will automatically snap onto target, so making it pretty much impossible to miss unless they eject away from you. Okay, once again, and this side. See, as you get close, it will automatically snap on, making sure that you will always hit it. And here's what it is without the Aim Assist. As you can see, it does not snap on the target, so if you get close to it like this and you happen to misclick, then you do not get your Extreme Speed reset, and it could be very detrimental to you in team fights, so make sure to turn on the Aim Assist if you are having trouble hitting this ability. Alright, now let's talk about Bone Rush. So Bone Rush strikes in front of Lucario, damaging all enemies hit up to 6 times, and then Lucario will throw a bone forward as the final strike. You can activate the Bone Rush again to teleport to the bone for an escape or engage. Do note that Bone Rush can reset the internal cooldown, which is the blue aura underneath the enemy. Do note the hitbox of the Bone Rush can go over the wall, however the final bone that you throw does not go over the wall, so if you're trying to use it for escape, try to use it in an open area as opposed to not throwing it into the wall and failing to escape. So now let's talk about the combo you will want to use on Lucario. So at level 7, your basic combo will be to Extreme Speed, Bone Rush, Extreme Speed, and Extreme Speed again. At level 13, Bone Rush Plus will reset the cooldown of E-Speed, so you can get 1 extra E-Speed out in the combo. So the combo will be to E-Speed, Bone Rush, Activation, E-Speed, E-Speed. Alright, now let's talk about Lucario's Unite move and how it functions in this combo. So Lucario's Unite move resets the blue aura of the enemy, so you can continue to use your Extreme Speed. Let's say your Bone Rush is off cooldown, and you have your Unite move up, you can E-Speed, Unite, reset the cooldown, E-Speed, E-Speed. Here's a neat little trick to poke the enemy before a fight begins. So you would want to throw out your Bone Rush first, then run in, E-Speed, 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 take your Bone Rush back to safety. Now that we got over the skill set, I will talk about the 2 different item builds. To begin, let's talk about the solo queue build. First, it's the Score Shield. This item is excellent on Lucario because it lets you sneak in many small scores in the early laning phase to get experience to reach your power spike. Lucario has high base HP, so scoring anything from 1 to 10 points is almost guaranteed. You will notice your average score going up each game by using Score Shield. Next, it's the attack weight. This item provides a lot of bonus attack damage to Lucario to increase his damage. It combos perfectly with Score Shield, so you can get to maximum stacks very easily. Do note, you can only stack the attack weight up to 6 stacks. Finally, our third item is the Buddy Barrier. This item offers a lot of HP early game for the Score Shield, so enemies will take longer to break your shield. The 40% max HP shield when using Unite move is also great for team fighting. Essentially, all 3 of these items synergizes very well together as a complete set. Alright, now for the battle item. The best choice for this build is the full heal. The biggest weakness of Lucario is getting extreme speed cancelled by crowd control. But with the full heal, you mitigate that only weakness and can continue to do damage to win the fight. It is the best and most consistent option. Now I will show you a master rank game and going over how to play Lucario. Let's get started. Alright, so the beginning of the game is very simple. Just get your quick attack and go with your laner to the top lane and clear all 4 monkeys as soon as possible. Save your second quick attack for the 2 monkeys up ahead because it is an AoE ability that can damage both the monkeys and make your clears a lot faster. Once you hit level 3, head to the middle to contend with the middle crab. Do note that your Meteor Mash and quick attack has a lot of burst damage, so try to use them together to instantly one-shot the wild Pokemon. And after that, you can go and contest with the enemy's wild Pokemon. And if the opportunity presents itself where you're close to the enemy goal, simply just walk up and score with your Score Shield. It should be unstoppable as long as you have low score. And once you get the score, simply just go and take the other monkey as well. If you manage to take this monkey, you do have score again and your Score Shield should be up to get another score. Unfortunately, their enemy jungler came at the right time, which is the gank, and we managed to escape, but we lost a lot of health and it procced our passive. Now our jungler has come, we can go back in and try to grab a quick kill. Unfortunately, we were not able to pick up any score at the moment, so we can't get any more attack weight stacks. Here I tried to tank the bees, but then I realized they do a lot of damage, so I'm just gonna back off heal a little bit. This is one of the very unfortunate situations where the hitbox is way bigger than intended. As you can see, the Talonflame's Acrobat actually hits me outside of the indicator, which is very unfortunate. Although we did die, our teammates managed to pick up some of the bees and we had level 5, which is great. Your first power spike on Lucario is level 5. Once you hit level 5, you can pretty much win a lot of the duels that you previously couldn't, or now you have a much easier time to kill opponents previously could not. Now that you're level 5 and there's no bee camp, as you can see, I'm just gonna go in for a lot of poke damage. They can't really do anything about it. The jungler unfortunately came, we got 1 kill. I'm gonna go in for a quick squash shield, but unfortunately the Talonflame damage is a little bit too high, so I have to turn up the retreat. But my extreme speed cooldown reset, I'm just gonna extreme speed in, medium mash, and extreme speed again to pick up a quick kill. Just know that at level 5, not many Pokemon are willing to fight you, just because level 5 Lucario is one of the strongest Pokemon in the game. Once you hit level 7, you can unlock your true combo, and essentially getting multiple E-speed down and getting kills much easier. So the goal now is to just play for level 7 and for the secondary B spawn, which is 720. Here I see that the enemy is going a little bit aggressive, so I'm just going in for a little bit of quick damage. As you can see, the Rowlet was level 4, so very easy kill on the Rowlet there, and we have 22 points. Quick score of 22 with the score shield, he cannot break this. Now we're level 7, pretty much unlocking our full combo. Alright, so my jungler is hovering top right now, and I see that, hey, we have an opportunity to just get the kill here, or possibly get the score and break this goal. Now that we broke the enemy goal, I'm just gonna invade the top right side to take all the Aldinos that just spawned and let my teammates pretty much solo the Rotom. The enemy get the Dread here, but that's okay because we're playing top side anyways, and losing the Dread early is not a big deal just because, as you can see, we're getting a lot of experience back just by killing the enemy Aldinos. Here the enemy tried to pretty much bum rush me. I'm just gonna leave because I cannot fight 3 people at the moment. I do not have my Unite move. So I'm just gonna go back and just farm for my next power spike, which is at level 9. So this is considered free time at the moment because nothing is up. All you do is just farm whatever camp you can. At level 9, another power spike. Your next power spike will be at level 11 where you can get your E-speed upgraded. Here you see that the enemy is going in on me, but I'm just gonna use my E-speed, go on both of them, get the reset, Unite move here, get the kill. Now the bee spawn. Whenever bee spawns and enemy is fighting you, you can use the bees for your E-speed reset. As you can see here, I'm just gonna keep jumping on the Wartortle here and just continuously E-speed and just pretty much kill him. So you never want to fight a Lucario whenever there are bees around him, especially when he has E-speed. You just have to give him the bees. You cannot do anything about it, otherwise he'll get multiple E-speed reset and essentially just kill you. Now I'm gonna try to sneak in for a quick score, but I realize I cannot, so I'm just gonna go for the Aldino here, steal it from the Sedgewise so he can't level up. Here I think I ended up dying just because I was too overzealous and the Talonflame Fly did way too much damage, so I should have just easily left there. But that's okay though, because my teammates are hovering around the area, and now we're able to stop this Talonflame from scoring. The Rotom and the Dread is spawning right now. The top side looks like it's already won since they got 2 kills, so I know that there's a very high chance that we're able to get the Rotom top, so I'm just gonna run back bottom to help my Decidueye and see if we can sneak or potentially get this Dreadnought. Here I use my E-speed to dodge the Pikachu's Thunder Shock and pick up a quick kill on the Pikachu. Now nobody can really stop us from doing this Dread, except for this Decidueye, which is level 9. Pretty easy kill on this Decidueye as well. Just because I'm level 11, I have my extreme speed upgraded, which gives me attack damage every time I use it. So Lucario, if you see any squishy attackers like the Decidueye, Cinderace, Pikachu, Ninja, don't hesitate to just go on them and do a full combo of E-speed, Bone Rush, E-speed, E-speed. There's a very high chance that you just instantly kill them, and they cannot even escape from you because of all the mobility that you get. If you're going against something like Blastoise, Wigglytuff, or Mr. Mime, don't get too trigger happy because even a full combo cannot easily kill those Pokemon because they have a lot of defensive items, they have a lot of stats as well. So now pretty much you just want to play for level 13, which will unlock your final upgrade, which is the Bone Rush, and it will unlock a new combo set, which gives you extra E-speed usage. So you just want to go for that. I got a quick score of a 45 earlier, and now I am going into the Pikachu here because he tries to contest me, but I realized that you cannot walk too far into the speed flux zone, otherwise you'll just get pretty much perma-slowed and you cannot move. So I'm just gonna go back and grab the camps instead. Here the Pikachu tried to contest me again. I jumped on him, but unfortunately I did not get the reset, so I'm just gonna walk away. Do know that I am level 12 now, very close to level 13, which is my next power spike. That's pretty much the primary goal, to fight for that before Zapdos spawn. Here we get another quick score. You do have the score shield, so don't hesitate to score anywhere between 10 to 20 points. It's very easy to get in the mid game. Here I use my Unite move, probably a bit premature, but I saw an opportunity to go in for the fight. This is like one of the bigger mistakes of Lucario, is that sometimes you think there's a squishy next to you, but then the fight lasts too long and then there are more enemies approaching. But Lucario's Unite is not that important for Zapdos fight, just because with Lucario's Unite, you don't really do too much in terms of damage. What you do is it allows you to reset your extreme speed, so you can get multiple extreme speed down in a team fight and essentially just win the fight then and there. Luckily though, our Zapdos spawn, we do have 2 more Unite move, and I believe the enemy used some of their Unites as well. Now we get a quick kill on the Blastoise. Now we just fight for the Zapdos. I'm level 14 now, so the level 14 Lucario is probably one of the strongest duelists in the game because your base stat is very high. And now I'm just gonna go in, trying to get multiple resets on my extreme speed. I believe I get the Pikachu kill here. And unfortunately, the Sylveon actually managed to take the Zapdos because we did not kill her fast enough. It's okay, because look at the goal difference. We got 1, 2, 3 goals and they only got 1. So we're up by 200 points and we just killed 4 people after they took Zap, meaning they can't even score the moment they get Zap. So sometimes it's better to just go for the fight, because even if the enemy takes the Zapdos away from you, if they're all dead, they can't score, and if you're already in the lead by this much, there's a guaranteed chance of you just winning the game. Here we don't really need to defend because the Zapdos score is gone, so now I'm just going to try to go in for more score. Do keep in mind you do have attack. You do have the score shield, so getting a lot of these cheesy scores down is very easy. And here you can see why extreme speed is extremely broken. I got 2 extreme speed, 3 extreme speed, 4 extreme speed, bone rush reset, 5 extreme speed, 6 extreme speed for the escaper. But yeah, at this point the game is pretty much over. Now I'm just, getting small scores in, trying to boost up my average score and potentially get MVP. So yes, when you play Lucario and you dominate lane this heavily, and when your jungle is helping you or whatnot, try to be around for the objective spawn or try to get a lot of stray kills inside the enemy jungle. The biggest mistake you can make on Lucario is obviously going for 1v4 or 1v5, which is practically impossible because you don't do enough damage to them before they can kill you, even if you have your buddy barrier up. So that's the solo queue game of Lucario. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. And if you did, make sure to stay tuned for the second video. And we did end up getting MVP because of all the scores that we got in. Now let's talk about my build for 5-man pre-made. This build heavily focuses on fighting the enemy in the lane to exert dominance with Lucario's strong early game. It also helps with killing objectives like Rotom and Zapdos much faster. Right, the first item is Muscle Band. This item is excellent for Lucario because it offers attack and attack speed. Passive also provides extra damage per basic attack, so anyone who tries to fight you early will not stand a chance. Muscle Band is a multi-purpose item that helps greatly with getting kills and doing objectives. The second item is Razor Claw. This item provides attack damage and a bit of crit rate. Passive of Razor Claw provides an extra burst damage whenever you use an ability with a 2-second cooldown. Essentially, you will easily get many Razor Claw bonus damage whenever you use extreme speed. It also slows the enemy hit, so you can get follow-up damage much easier. Finally, our third item is Focus Band. This item offers some defensive stats to further help with the early game skirmishes. The healing is also great to make Lucario extremely tanky, along with Lucario's passive shield. Focus Band is one of the best defensive items early, so it fits this build perfectly. Now the battle item will remain the same in both builds. The full heal is just too crucial to make sure Lucario can function without any disruption. Now I will showcase you a game of my Lucario in a 5-man pre-made against enemy 5-man pre-made. Let's get started. Alright, this will be the second game where we are 5-man pre-made versus an enemy 5-man pre-made, and the team rotations will be a 1 top, 1 central, and 3 bottom. So if you're going by yourself in the top lane, it's pretty simple, just use 2 quick attack to kill 2 of the monkeys, and then skip these 2 so you can head to the middle to contest for the middle crown. Pair that I see is an enemy Squirtle in the top lane. Squirtle is not as strong as Lucario in the top lane, especially not with our build of just heavily team fighting. And I was able to just steal the enemy Squirtle's farm here. Do keep in mind we no longer have the score shield with this build, but we are extremely strong in terms of attack damage. So we can secure a lot of the camps early, and we can fight anyone who decides to walk into melee range. As you can see, this fight was not even close. Now the Squirtle has backed up quite a bit. We managed to get 17 score here, which is very nice. But when you're playing Lucario in a 1v1 situation, try to exert as much dominance as possible, and don't play too timid. Don't just go for your own farm, go for the enemy farm, because you do have Focus Band, you do have Muscle Band, meaning you can fight the enemy. Practically any enemy in the game that doesn't have the same item set as you can easily beat. Now that we're level 5, obviously clearing the bees is just easy peasy with extreme speed, because you can get 4 resets total. After we hit level 5, you want to try and hit level 7, which is your next power spike. This is considered a lot of free time right now. You can just walk around and just get everything. If the enemy decides to contest for your camps, obviously just go on them and just do as much damage to them as possible to pressure them off the camp. Just take it yourself. Once again, you do have no score shield, so you cannot force a lot of scores, but by not having score shield, you do have a lot more damage, meaning if the enemy decides to fight you in any situation, you can just walk up and just slap them. Here my jungler is ganking top again, and we can just score. So we're just gonna fight this War Turtle here, and I'm gonna walk in front of my Chameleon to let him score, and then after that, he walks in front of me to let me score. So that's how you want to synergize with your teammates, whoever can score. You don't have to both score at the same time. One person can zone the enemy while the other person score, and after they score, the other person will zone and then let you score. That's how you want to play the dive. Now the next bee camp will spawn at 720, and we do have the E speed. I have 5 points, so it's pretty easy to get off as soon as you proc your charging when the enemy stops attacking you for about a split second. We get the bees. I'm level 7 now, unlock my full combo, so I'm just gonna go on him with the full combo that I've showed you guys earlier, which is Extreme Speed, Bone Rush, Extreme Speed. At this point, we got poked out a little bit too much, but we do have the Focus Band. We were never in danger of dying. It's just that if the enemy jungler decides to gank us, then we are definitely in danger then. But I did another full combo on him. He walks really far back, managed to get the pole, break it, and now it looks like he's recalling, so I'm just gonna invade a little bit. Or decide to just go for the Rotom instead, which is fine. So in our team, we usually send 4 people bottom and leave the Lucario top. If you get this big of a level lead where you're level 8 by Rotom spawn already, with the Muscle Band, Razor Claw, you can actually kill the Rotom by yourself. And anyone who comes to contest you, you can just turn on them with the full combo. Essentially, it's very risky for the enemy team to do anything against you. Now the Rotom is pushing in, I'm not going to rotate down for the Dread, because if my teammate doesn't get the 4v5, that's okay, because I'm getting a lot of scores top, I'm getting a lot of levels top. So essentially, we're not really missing out too much in terms of experience. Unfortunately, the Talonflame decides to contest with Aldinos. I just have to leave it alone for now, and they just walk away. And this is one of the better escape paths. Instead of escaping towards the jump pad, you can actually jump to the crab, to the buff, and then go over the wall. He's level 10, I'm level 9, so if I kill him here, I actually have a lot of experience that he can give me, so I'm just gonna go and commit for the kill. We both united. I use my full heal here so he doesn't drag me along with his unite. And now the bee spawn, I'm just gonna heal off the bees here. And this is the prime example of don't fight Lucario under bees, right? Look at this, extreme speed, I got 3 of them off already, and then we killed the Talonflame, and now this guy is pretty much dead as well. So yes, that's one of the biggest mistakes of a lot of players is if the Lucario has extreme speed, you do not walk next to the bees, otherwise he will just permanently extreme speed you and you'll end up dying. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a quick recall because we put the gold top, go front bottom, try to help my team defend. Decide to get a quick kill here, and go on a Snorlax, get another extreme speed reset. And now, unfortunately, our Venusaur died to their Venusaur, which is okay though because we end up getting a lot of kills back anyways. The Talonflame united in. Very ambitious to go into the enemy goal there. And here I'm just gonna go in, get the reset, extreme speed again. Decide to leave here just because they did use their unite, which is good. So my pressure alone cost them to use their unite. What we're fighting for here is pretty much just try to see if we can get some kills and protect our goal before the next Dread spawn. Whenever Dread is alive, if you have your goal up and the enemy doesn't, then the chance of you getting Dread is extremely high because you have a lot of escape path. And this fight is pretty easy, we just 2v4 them, and since we both have unites, enemy just can't do anything since we're outgrouped from extreme the E-speed. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick score, get the break, and pretty much Dread will belong to us. We send our Venusaur top lane to pretty much contest for the Rotom because we know that at this point, unless the enemy send their Venusaur top lane, nobody can contest our Venusaur as well. And now the Blissey face checks me, I'm just gonna do a simple combo of E-speed, Bone Rush E-speed, and get the kill. And quick secure on the Dread there. At this point, we're super far ahead, and we're 4 levels on the enemy Snorlax, so it doesn't even feel like he's that tanky. Look at this damage. His Focus Band procced. It's great. Now we just have to play for Zapdos because nothing is going to spawn for a while now. And we're level 13. Our next goal is obviously get level 14. When you hit level 14, you get a lot of base stat increase. So, as you can see, I'm playing with a lot of confidence at this point because I know that I'm level 13. Look at the enemy. They're level 9 and level 11. So we want the top lane so hard. But when Lucario gets this far ahead, he's practically unstoppable. Even if you send someone with crowd control to deal with him, he can just use the full heal, and essentially he has no weakness. The worst thing that Lucario can be is behind in levels, because Lucario requires a lot of level. Base stats is very important for all-rounders. Get this B spawn, and obviously get level 14. We're pretty much as strong as we can be for Zap spawn. Here I'm like, okay, so it's just a Venusaur by himself with a Blissey. I've seen this situation before, and the only way they can kill me here is if they both unite, and I know this, so I see the Venusaur unite. I'm just gonna unite here, see if I can bait out one more unite, and the Blissey also used the unite as well. So we traded one Lucario unite without Buddy Barrier for 2 unites. At this point, I told my team, hey guys, they have 2 unites now. Zapdos fight, it's guaranteed they cannot win this. So that was the purpose of going in there, even though it seems kind of silly to fight before Zapdos, but the only way they can kill me, and I know that for sure, is if they use their unite. Lucario unite doesn't have too much value in Zapdos fight, because in this build, we're not running Buddy Berry anyways, so you can just use it to bait out the enemy unite that has more value, and essentially that's a win for you. Now, our teammates unfortunately is not heavily winning the fight yet. We're stalling out the fight, which is great. The enemy is really low here, I'm just gonna go in for the E-speed, Bone Rush reset here. Now the Talonflame unite us, that's okay, we're level 14, so we're pretty bulky at this point. Let's get the clean up. Try to recall here to reset, but the Venusaur ejected into us, so we just have to throw the Bone Rush back. When you're using your Bone Rush, the enemy cannot even react or do anything while Bone Rush is hitting them, because all 6 hits crowd control the enemy. So they cannot even move the moment you throw it out, assuming you hit it. So now all we have to do, we know we're on a huge lead, we just have to defend against the enemy. Even if we don't take the Zapdos, the enemy cannot win if they don't get Zapdos. So I'm just gonna go in on the Venusaur here. The Mr. Mime dropped the wall, which is nice, so the Venusaur can't walk past us. And essentially that's just gonna be game. Lucario is so strong in skirmishes in the top lane with this build, and in the Zapdos fight, if the enemy is spread in any way, you can just pick off many kills. So that's it. That's the game in a 5-man situation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. That will be the full Lucario guide for now. I will make more guides like this in the future. So stay tuned, follow me, and good luck in your games, guys.